picture.
From this angle.
Yes.
You know, you've really done a wonderful thing, Glenn.
Hope you always feel that way.
Why wouldn't I?
Very, very romantic.
Oh, is it? I'm glad you like it, Paul.
I did. I was crying when you sang it.
Yeah.
I was weeping.
Well, that was the song for the love song.
Did you find the film inspired you, or did you have to search elsewhere for?
Well, in a way, I started trying to write some of those tunes before they'd shot a lot of the movie, and the little bits they had shot, I got on video and just kept looking at it and trying to imagine a mood.
You got into my life, I don't know how you found me, but you didn't stop me heading someplace else. Took me a while to say, wish you belonged to me, but now I'm saddened as I've never been, regretting that we leave. So for a while, could you comfort me or hold me for some time? I need you now to be beside me, while all my world is so untidy.
With that particular song, there's a scene where I think where she gets in the taxi and he bangs his head on the taxi and he says something about, you know, what do you think it'd be like if we'd have met someplace else? So I thought, that sounds like a good song title.
I hope you won't let go. Maybe you let me know that you'll be saddened like you've never been, regretting that we'll leave. And for a while, I could comfort you or hold you for some time. I need you now to be beside me, while all my world is sad and crazy. Loneliness, empty faces. Wish I could leave them all in someplace else. And for a while, I could comfort you, I hold you in my mind. I need you now to be beside me, while all my world is so untidy. Loneliness, empty faces. Wish I could leave them all in someplace else. Loneliness, empty faces. Wish I could leave them all in someplace else. Now there's someone else that you ought to know about, a little cat named Seafood Yow. And down in Chinatown he's pretty well renowned. And is he ready to get happy? He can beat it out. Look out, brother, now. He's got the hottest cow in town. Well, you know about a Kokomo. He was boss long, long time ago. And afterwards he kicked the can. That's when Mr. Yow became the #1. So if you're ready to get happy, you can meet your sister I gotta tell you, brother, he's got the hottest guy in town.
Cut it. There we go. Roll back to the top and play back. Sorry. Back to the start, man. Go for this.
Oh, what are you doing in the band?
I was lurking.
Lurking, okay.
So, that was a good tune. When did you write that one?
Oh, last week.
So, are you doing it as the film goes along, writing the music?
I started off really just thought I'd try and write a song called Shangai Surprise. So I did that. And then they said, oh, well, how about this? And so I just found out in Hong Kong about this scene, which is two 1937-ish songs. So, yeah, I'm just sort of, I'm ahead of them, actually. Normally, people don't start writing until they get a rough cut of the film, unless it's, you know, a song that doesn't have any sync or anything like that. So, I'm ahead of them.
How's the moustache?
The moustache is great, really.
It's hanging in there.
Yeah, could have been a bit smaller, maybe. You know, I want a Little Richard job, but they couldn't make that in time. Well, right now I wouldn't. Maybe if you asked me in another 6 months or something. It's sort of difficult because you sort of get attached to what you're doing musically, and then it ends up just like sort of footsteps or explosions. You know, it just becomes part of the undercurrent of the thing, and it's the politics are strange because you always have about 18 other people who are all have reasons why it should be mixed out or mixed down. Or
the sound effects.
Like
Everybody, each department in a film's a big collaboration. There's lots and lots of people involved, and they make them into compartments. So you have the sound effects people and the editing people, so that the people who did the sound effects are convinced that it's the sound effects that are making the movie happen.
So their bang should be louder than the music?
Well, the bang is what's making the film at that moment. And we'll say, no, it's that major chord makes everybody happy.
Stockpiling is great, but robbery is better. Thanks, Big Stick.
I do not accept this! I do not accept it! You give them back to me!
Sister, you're whistling.
How's that for a ball game, you little creep?
God damn it!
Now it's a matter!
It ends up that there's not really a lot to show for all the work done, I don't feel.
Finally, Sean's nerves and the film's continuous tensions had to be quelled, and after an unfortunate incident where some radio station ingeniously bugged Madonna's toilet, it was decided that a press conference was a good idea.
I found in Desperately Seeking Susan that you are an incredible screen presence, I have to say that. And I hope you continue to be so.
Thank you, Baz.
But can you tell me how, I've heard from people in the States that you want to further your screen career rather than your record one. You want to, that's what I hear.
Well,
is that true?
I
Can you
just
tell us what
spent
movie plans you have
two
down
and a
the
half
line?
months working on a record, and I haven't completed it yet. I still have a lot of mixing to do on it. And then I left to finish this movie, and then as soon as I finish this, I'm going back to California to finish the record, of which will be out in June.
What is that called, Madonna?
It's called Live to Tell.
Can you tell us a bit about your role in the film and about the locations and working with your husband, Sean Penn?
Okay, the movie takes place in Shanghai in 1938. And I play a missionary. And let's see. The reason I'm there is because at the time, I mean, you have to think about what was going on, the political climate in the United States. At that time, there was a real big depression.
Set in the 30s.
Yeah, and there weren't a lot of jobs for people. Unemployment was at an all-time high, and there weren't a lot of opportunities for young women. So rather than stay home and get married and raise children or stand in a bread line or work in a sweatshop, I wanted to do something exciting with my life, so I go to Shanghai to become a missionary and help people.
Do you succeed?
Yes.
Madonna, I hear your management contract is up for sale. Did you know that? And George, would you like to buy it?
I don't know.
You're the troublemaker, aren't you?
I'm not the only one here. It's a room full of them.
I mean, in some respects, the press was sort of right in saying certain things.
Like what?
But they were
Which
they were a bit over the top. Well, you know, I mean, there was, because the stories were getting out, Sean was not shooting certain days because he was uptight by something he read in the papers. So I felt the only way to smooth things over is to try and get the press to knock it in the head, which they did. I mean, the result of the press conference was they all stopped slagging them off, and then we got the film finished. But it did have terrible effect on the film and the crew. And as I say, that I wouldn't normally be bothered getting involved with that. That's stuff which, you know, at this time of my life, I can do without all that because it's silly. But actually, you can deal with it, you know, you can deal with it. It's just unnecessary, it's so unproductive and negative.
So how do you feel now that it's more or less finished? It is, isn't it? It's just about done.
How do I feel? Shocked and stunned.
Should be sailing away on a liner. I was knocked down my back on a dock at Yangtze. It's a hell of a way to see China, but I'm ready.
You must be crazy, and you got no money, and you're a liar.
Straight to diaphragm, the walk into the fire. I like to trust you, but I've broken my nature. Sometimes there's no hope in chasing opium. I like to love you, but I'm not sure what's in your eyes. Shanghai surprise.
Whatever you're saying, I want it anyway. Been hanging round like a kid at your back. You could be kinder. Show me Asia Minor. I'll let you love me, let you see what's here in my eyes. Shanghai must be crazy, and you got no money, and it seems like madness.
Back streets so crowded there, no room to swing your cat. I like to know you, but you're acting so cool. I'm finding out too bad, evil looking dudes is getting hot for me like tofu and